All right, so you will be learning everything that you need during your shadow shifts. However, we are going to go over some opening and closing procedures and daily procedures just to expose you to the information. But please don't get overwhelmed. Like I said, you will have plenty of time to get hands-on learning experience during your shadow shifts. So, when you are opening, you're going to turn on the computers and log into CSI. For the equipment issue computer, the check-in 1 computer, and check-in 2 computer. You're going to make sure that your towels are clean and stocked. You're going to make sure all your equipment is ready for checkout. You're going to assist Blazer 1 if they have any additional needs, and then you will also stainless steel polish the counter. When you are closing, we are basically just going to undo things that we just did. So you're going to turn off the computers. You're going to make sure the towels are in the dryer and ready for the morning. As a customer service attendant, you never have to actually do laundry. However, you do just have to make sure that it is being done. Towels will always be brought up to you. You never have to go down and get them. However, it is important that you are staying on top of the facility attendants to make sure that towels are being done. You will also make closing announcements beginning 30 minutes before close. Make sure all of your equipment is checked in. Log and store all lost and found items into our Excel document. Clean that desk area. Turn off all the lights in the facility using the switchboard. And assist Blazer 1 with any additional needs. You are scheduled 30 minutes past closing time. This just means that everything needs to be done after we close. However, if you have done everything and you have filled out your checklist and everything is clean, everything is good to go, and you are confident and it is 9:15, you are able to leave. However, if your supervisor comes in the next morning and notices that things were halfway done, things weren't complete, and they check your clock out time and it is 9:15, they are subject to ask you why you left at 9:15 without completing all of the closing procedures. So let's go over CSI and how to do certain things. So we're going to go over CSI facility access, so how we swipe and scan those members into this facility, viewing the daily schedule and why it may be important, CSI equipment issue, so this goes into checking out a basketball, checking out a volleyball, pool stick, all of that good stuff, court reservations if need be, and validating those parking passes. Let's jump into it. So in order to get facility access through CSI, you're going to open CSI. So click on that icon, CSI Spectrum NG, on the desktop, as seen on the picture. Then you're going to log into CSI using the username and password that is always going to be taped on the desk under the keyboard. The username is CSI user and the password is ShapeUp. However, like I said, it'll always be under the keyboard. After logging into CSI, double-click on the check-in to expand the check-in folder, as seen in the black box. After expanding the check-in folder, double-click on Member Check-in, highlighted in blue. After double-clicking Member Check-in, the Member Check-in screen will appear. Before you scan IDs, please make sure that the cursor is in the text box labeled Scan Code. This is important because if someone scans their ID, it needs to go into this box in order to register through the program. If it is in last name or first name, you will receive an error message. After swiping and scanning a member's ID, the member's information will appear in CSI on the member check-in page. This is what it will look like. It is important to first off acknowledge that the person in the picture is the person scanning the ID. You will see that some members try to give their ID or screenshot their app and give it to their friends. It is your responsibility to make sure that the person scanning in is actually the person in the picture. Also, you need to make sure that the person has a picture. So if the person does not have a picture, please send them to membership to take one. Every member is required to have a picture on file. The list on the right is just people who have checked in prior to Michael Kimbrell.